アルドロンを倒したイグニールの子、イグニアの弟なのね。特別よ。少し遊んであげる。なんで魔法が。
辺りが暗く夜になってる。空間が歪んでいるんだわ。
いらっしゃい、エレンティア。
なんだよあれ。 The Moon Dragon God finally showing off her powers. Selene, I think I could say her name there correct. I think that's how you pronounce it in Japanese. And yeah, apparently she could turn into like some sort of giant wolf, and she can make the moon bigger, and she's pretty hacks. I mean, clearly she's way more powerful, although power scaling in Fairy Tail is hard to measure, but clearly she's way more powerful than the Wood Dragon God, Alderaan. But, you know, time will tell. I'm sure Natsu will eventually clap her as well with his power-ups, but, you know, we'll see. Hopefully Natsu earns this W when he does eventually get it. But finally, we get the first clash between Natsu and the Moon Dragon God this episode. It was also, you know, we got earlier in the episode. Well, you know what? Before we get into that, look at Lucy, okay, man? Look at this shot of Lucy. Isn't Lucy looking good this episode, guys? Isn't she looking great? My God. I mean, the Moon Dragon God looks pretty good too, but, you know, Lucy, she really carrying it. Of course, Wendy's older counterpart also carrying it this episode. She also looks fantastic. And she found the White Mage, and the White Mage explains that, you know, she wasn't really evil. She was kind of talked into this by the Moon Dragon God because the Moon Dragon God threatened to destroy her world, Elentier, unless she goes to the human world and, you know, destroys the dragons, which turns out that wasn't really the goal. The goal was to awaken the dragons to make the Earthland more interesting. So she just wanted chaos, basically. And the White Mage, who was basically really evil up until this point, now she's trying to play this like whole sympathy thing, and she's a good girl. I mean, I guess we're supposed to believe it as the audience, but I think it's kind of a little silly considering how evil and maniacal she was. I mean, they were basically hyping her up to be like Zareth, and now she's just like this sympathetic, you know, victim that was taken advantage by the Moon Dragon. So that part I don't really like. It's like, okay, you know, at least make her a little bit evil still, considering, you know, how much she seemed to be enjoying all of the mischief that she was doing. It was also very funny this episode to see Happy reunite with the cat. That was very funny. His girlfriend, and then Carla was just like super jealous, giving him the side eye. I really forgot the name of the cat, so, you know, you guys can rag on me for that. But she explains, you know, her side of the story as well, and she explains how Elentier has all this like magical energy. Like, it's the opposite of Edalus. So Edalus has like no magical energy. Elentier has like a ton. So when they go there later in the episode, they're just like, everybody's powers are boosted, and they're like in a cloud. It's funny, like they land in this area where they're on a cloud, and you get to see Irene. She's there. She's loving it. She's like, you need any help, Wendy? Wendy's like, no, good, go away. And we get to see that Lucy, she can use her keys without actually her keys. Like, she can summon the celestial spirits without the keys. So that's how OP now Lucy is. So that just goes to show you, like, Urza and Natsu, they're going to be really OP in this planet, in this dimension. So yeah, I mean, it was a really fun episode with that. But the White Mage stuff, you know, it's kind of like, I think she reformed a little too quickly. Again, I still love that we're in Edalus. I love that. I love, you know, the get up. I love you know, Lucy. This is probably one of her best outfits out of all the arcs. So give it that. Also, the White Mage explains, I forgot that, you know, that she's not the real White Mage. There's another White Mage out there, and she was just kind of like filling in. So there's that. Maybe we'll actually get a real evil White Mage at the end. We'll see. But yeah, I'll give the episode a 7.5 out of 10. It was decent, not too great, but, you know, it was fun. But yeah, wherever you are, have a fantastic day, night, and peace out.